Protoss versus Terran this time. McNoob switching it up once again. And I think we're going to see a better game with McNoob playing his real race this time.
Definitely. He might actually... I wonder. I was speaking to another one of the higher up players locally the other day, and we discussed McNoob briefly as well, especially his little endeavors early on in the beta and so forth. And it's really not that he's not a good player. He just doesn't seem to have the mindset for the long commitment, the many games, the late game StarCraft II. Warcraft 3 really suited him because of the fact that you can have early games. You can have a lot of small things with a small amount of units. Tricks. All about the tricks. Trick or treat.
Yeah, exactly. A gimmicky player. But at the same time, I got to say, it might just be that he doesn't have the patience. Maybe he thinks, StarCraft was made to be able to finish games fast, and maybe he just wants to take advantage of that every single time he can. I don't know. Terran does suit him. There's a lot that you can do with Terran. It is a very gimmicky race. People might not know that, but I mean, I really do think that Terran has incredible options. I mean, he can do some interesting stuff. And on this map right now, with the spawns that we've got right now, McNoob spawning on the right-hand side, which is the 3 o'clock position, and then all the way at the bottom of the map, 6 o'clock position is Shase. So this is very close on ground. And I got to say, this probably does favor Shase and his 4-gate, but let's see what McNoob can do with this.
Once again, I'm kind of hoping McNoob goes for a standard Marauder push thing. I would enjoy seeing him just kind of... I wouldn't say gay because I don't think Marauders are gay, but wow, do I not enjoy losing against them. Seriously, so maybe just like a three racks early push would be very nice for me to see.
Yeah, no, if he starts off with something more solid, something that's not a trick, not a gimmick, not a cheese, then it does open up a lot more into the late game. And I mean, players do need to learn to play late game. If you want to be successful, you got to do it all. You got to learn to macro a little bit with that micro. So starting off with something more standard, more solid like Marauders against Protoss is definitely a good idea, and I hope he does something like that. But you're always going to suspect with McNoob, seeing a Reaper coming out, maybe jumping into cloaked Banshees.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Reapers.
that's just what we've come to expect. It's sad that we sort of limit him to this, but let's see what he does. Maybe he surprises us all.
It's down to the small community, as much as StarCraft II community is still growing compared to international scene, we're very small. So we actually know our players quite well, even the ones that don't play that often anymore. So we can there's the second barracks going down now. So this tech lab as well. Yeah. Ooh, come on, Marauders, please.
Yeah, it'll be very good. I mean, I'll be very happy if I see like a couple of Marines coming out, a couple Marauders, and then more Marines and more Marauders, and then just carrying on with that till he wins.
Definitely. Yeah. You can see that Shase has put down his second gateway as well, not going for one gateway, one robo. Depending on his thought process, that could just be a preference, or because he now sees that it's a very close spawn on ground, so he needs some more forces before he can go for a higher tech again.
No, I've seen a couple of Marauder bunker pushes against Protoss, and it does work. If you can put on early pressure before that 4-gate and that warp tech comes out, then you definitely got a chance. But I gotta say, one thing that I don't like is that McNoob is only scouting now. So he doesn't know where his opponent spawned. He didn't know that Shase was actually close by ground, and
he's supply blocked once more.
That seems to happen quite a lot.
I'm confused here now. He's supply block, that's one thing, but now he's put down a tech lab and he stopped mining gas, so he's not using it. And now he's got 3 more barracks, all queuing up Marines.
What I expect here is that McNoob push, or whatever you call it, what we used to call it, McNoob push, because he used to throw down 4 axes. When he gets to about 35 to 45 supply, he brings all his SCVs off his mineral line and he just all-ins it. And I gotta say, I sort of expect that from him right now, because that's where you go with 4 axes.
Yeah. But then why the gas and the tech lab?
But he's not getting the gas. That's weird. Maybe he changed his mind.
Do you think he maybe put down for stim, but he's not getting any gas?
Maybe this was just a very clever, intricate trick by McNoob to try throw Shase off. If we check
see the
Shase,
tech lab?
if we see Shase's view that he's got right now, he can see the tech lab up, he can see it working. I think McNoob actually might have started something, because if I check Shase's view, you can see the tech lab up, you can see the one racks and the bunker. Maybe he thinks McNoob is going for the long haul and not doing this all-in strat.
You know, I think you might have just hit it on the head. Because I was thinking that's a stupid way to block off your front. You can just put down the barracks without anything. But that first tech
here we go.
Oh, here we go. well guessed. Okay, so the mule is staying behind. Here come the Marines.
I am
Bunker
not
gets sourced.
sure I like this, because there are 3 gateways out and there's a sentry.
1 sentry with enough gas for 1 force field. A marauder. This is Jack's saying this is creative. I don't think Jax is actually listening to this, but this is very, very standard old McNoob.
Yeah, and here's Shase with 2 more sentries right
2
now.
more
So
sentries.
that's 3 force fields and a brilliant block by him. He cuts off 3 SCVs there, and the rest are just stuck on the ramp.
Must make sure not to get too far ahead though, because McNoob can see up the ramp a little bit.
Oh my goodness, this is not looking good. Shase just picking off everything here at his leisure. He can just pick and choose which units he wants to kill, and it's not a problem. There comes that immortal.
No. This has not worked. McNoob putting down a bunker. What's he gonna do?
He's in it for the long haul.
There is no long haul. This is a small ramp and a lot of sentries. There's no way he can get into this.
Yeah, and Shase has just surpassed his opponent with population. So this strat definitely one that should not be used too much, because I think Shase knew this was coming.
Definitely.
And yeah, that observer out there, that immortal out there, those sentries, there's not much that McNoob can do right now.
Back to that fact where you have to change your strat depending on the map. Metalopolis has a very, very small ramp here. If this was Scrap Station, for instance, much better, although it's a bit of a further distance to run. Blistering Sands even, because you can put down some rocks at the back. But Metalopolis with that small ramp, what are you going to do?
Yeah, exactly what you're saying. That's 100% true. McNoob is just being whittled down here. Good game, well played. I don't think Shase needed to really even play well there to be able to stop that. But interesting to see McNoob hasn't changed much in the last couple of months.